On March 2nd, 2021, Simmers were introduced to the first ever kit for The Sims 4. The Sims team described them as, "Kits are mini collections of content made to boost your playstyle with more choices and more ways for you to play with life." For many, the idea of owning all the Sims packs is outrageous, with most packs being over $10 to expand your game. These kits at first seem like a cost-effective way to boost your Sims game for a bite of content for the low price of $5. And for that, kits are great. But in the year of 2021, EA released one expansion pack, one game pack, one stuff pack, and a whopping 9 kits. These kits seemed allowable at first, as Simmers had other packs at the beginning of the year to keep us satisfied. However, now as of January, we have yet to see a new pack that isn't a kit. But first, to understand the frustration that comes with kits, we have to first dive into the history of kits. The first kits Simmers received were Dust the Bust Kit, Throwback Fit Kit, try saying that 3 times fast, and the Country Kitchen Kit. Each kit fills in each category of the type of kits that can be released, which is a gameplay kit, create a sim kit, and a build mode kit. The Throwback Fit Kit wasn't anything out of the ordinary, just workout clothes with an 80s look to profit off of the recent revitalization of 80s fashion. The Country Kitchen Kit was a cute kitchen set that seemed harmless, and it actually looks really good. It even comes with matching cabinets, so that's always a plus. However, the problems began to arise with the Bust the Dust Kit. Players were overwhelmed with dust in their houses, and the kit struggled to deliver a satisfying cleaning experience. The dust bunnies would autonomously make players money, and a huge complaint about The Sims 4 is how easy it is to make money. And so the kit was really frustrating for those who prefer a more difficult simming experience and enjoy the challenge of making money in The Sims. Whenever the house is clean, Sims would also be constantly in the inspired mood from it, which is frustrating for those who enjoy to see their Sims realistically switch moods and not be stuck in the mood to bake all the time. Most Simmers disabled the pack from running in the game, and that was that. To this day, we still have not received another gameplay kit. And while the Sims team has worked to iron out the kit, most players still report that the kit is incredibly buggy, and most players actually just have this kit turned off in their games. The next kit that would be dropped on May 18th was the Courtyard Oasis kit. This kit featured Moroccan-inspired courtyard furniture, and while the kit functioned fine, players complained about having to charge for culture. Players from non-Western cultures should not have to pay an extra fine just to have their culture featured in The Sims, and this would not be the first time that we would see this problem arise in the kit genre. Otherwise, the kit seems super colorful and super fun. I always find that getting more backyard items in The Sims as well is a plus, so overall, good premise, but don't charge for culture. On the 26th of August, the Industrial Loft Kit was released. The teaser for this kit was a pretty mock-up that noticeably included a rather large window. However, when this kit was released, Simmers received a very different looking window than the one it included in the preview. This was a painful blow for kits, as the kit had advertised coming with a particular item that Simmers paid for but did not receive. This window was a huge point of controversy, and I remember people talking about it literally all the time. Like, when are we getting the window? Why does the window look different? Why did you even design a different window to have in the mock-up if you're not even going to put that in the kit in the first place? What was happening here? The Sim teams later promised that the window would actually be coming free to all Simmers in the future, and in November, which was a month or 2 later after the original kit came out, we finally got the window. It's in the game now. This kit marked the beginning of the true kit-pocalypse, as we would see several more in a short time. The next 2 kits dropped on October 5th with the Fashion Street Kit and Ancient Arrivals Kit. The Fashion Street Kit focused on fashion from Mumbai, and the Ancient Arrivals Kit brought the fashion of Seoul to the game. Both of these kits worked with fashion designers for their respective cultures to compile the fashion for the kit. And it was really cool. It actually included like an interview where they talked to the people who helped like make the kit and design the items from their respective cultures. It was actually really cool to see. Like, it felt like The Sims had more respect for these cultures than how they previously handled the Courtyard Oasis kit. However, Simmers were still once again noticed that the Fashion Street Kit actually blocked several cultural outfits behind a paywall as well. However, This time, the Sim teams actually added a chunk of items from both cultures into the game for free with a September update. It's nice to see that we actually had some base items from each of the cultures represented in the game originally versus, oh, you have to pay for them if you want your culture to be in the game. Sorry about that. The kits actually just seem to be an expansion for those who wanted more. And I think this was a better approach, and I think it was really wise of the Sims team to pay attention to the controversy around these kits and act on it. I truly believe that the Sims team wants to be more inclusive and introduce more cultures to the game and sees the kit as a good opportunity to just roll out those small little bite-sized chunks of culture, but it is difficult when the game works on a pay for more content basis, so I'm glad they added some objects for free. The Blooming Rooms kit was the first time I'd actually ever seen any hype for the release of a kit. The Blooming Rooms kit, which would come out on November 9th, introduced a ton of new plant objects into the game. People felt optimistic about this kit, and I would say the kit was received positively. The plants were cute, and people enjoy a more earthy cottagecore aesthetic definitely would be interested in the kit. I saw a lot of people actually getting really excited for this, like, oh, plants, I love plants, it's great, and I love plants, I would love to put more in my houses. So overall, I didn't really see much pack about this kit when it came out. I just think people were glad to get another build kit after having 2 fashion kits right in a row. But the kits were wearing people out, and Simmers hadn't seen any expansion pack in line for the end of the year. Typically, we have about 2 expansion packs a year, one coming out near the start of the year, and one coming out for the holiday season. So, to be just receiving kits and not seeing any word of an expansion pack was kind of rough, because it seemed like the Sims team was putting all their resources into putting out these cheap little kits versus a fully fleshed out expansion pack or new world. It just felt kind of bland. Eventually, Simmers did get the idea that there wasn't going to be a second expansion pack this year, and so we received our most recent kit after that. The Modern Menswear kit was released on December 2nd. The Sims team had worked with Stephen Cook, a high fashion designer. The Sims team really likes working with high fashion brands, as we had received Moschino stuff earlier in The Sims 4's lifespan. This may be a way to wear high fashion without breaking the bank, and I think that's why the Sims team really likes including it. Simmers had praised the Sims team for wanting to make more clothing gender neutral, as the pack included skirts for masculine framed Sims. In the past, skirts have always looked a tad awkward on masculine framed Sims, so it was really nice to get clothing that was actually optimized for that. However, only 2 skirts that weren't actually like a part of a total outfit came with the pack, so the freedom to play around with skirts was a lot less than expected. The texture on certain items also looked a bit weird, as they were taking actual fashion items which Stephen Cook had made and then just putting them in The Sims. So it was super difficult to take super lined or textured objects and put that in The Sims 4 art style. And so a lot of these fashion items look like custom content. So it's kind of awkward in that respect, where it doesn't look like the kit really fits in with The Sims 4. The pack was praised for its inclusivity, however, Simmers were still upset. Items for masculine frame Sims have always been really hard to come by. Clothing for feminine frame Sims were added to the game in much more abundance than masculine frame Sims. Simmers saw this as the Sims team profiting off a lack of clothing, which they had already artificially created. A lot of items added in the kits were full outfits as well, which Simmers found frustrating to have total creative control over. A big aspect of The Sims is customizability, so when you take that away, it can make a kit seem a lot more unappealing. We haven't received any more paid Sims content since the Modern Menswear kit, so now I'm going to dive into my analysis of kits as a whole. First of all, why kits in the first place? Why are we getting these small bites of content rather than a whole developed idea like a stuff pack? Well, many see the selling of kits as a way for the Sims team to clear out their inventory before the launch of The Sims 5. Many high-profile people have worked on The Sims 4 have been seen steadily leaving over the past couple of years to work on a new project at EA. We have also seen several job listings for a new unnamed project at EA, and we know The Sims 5 is in development, so it's very likely that The Sims 5 is definitely being worked on. This may be a way of ensuring that old ideas get turned out, and Sims 4 is still supporting while it's in this transitionary time. Is this smaller drip of content what we should expect from now on? It's hard to say. I personally see Simmers receiving one more expansion pack a year from now on, although I would like to see more. More developed ideas like stuff packs or game packs are more enjoyable to explore than the limited items we receive in a kit. Kits definitely feel very surface level, and I feel like there's not a lot to dive in with kits. Like, it's cool to get like, oh, a few clothing items, but also what's stopping from Simmers going and just downloading CC? Like, if I wanted Korean fashion, it would be super easy to go find custom content makers who will make items for free, and then you don't even have to pay, and you can just get tons of different options in the game personalized for your play style. Kits would feel a lot less exhausting if Simmers were receiving paid content besides the kits. I feel the ideal model right now would be to release 3 kits in a year, 2 stuff packs, and a more expansive game pack. Like Dream Home Decorator, it came with a lot of build items, and it also came with a new career, so that game pack was super highly praised. And I would also like to see one expansion pack a year. This winds down the releases like the Sims team has been already doing, but also ensures that Simmers don't feel exhausted in a wave of endless kits and a drought of anything else. I also feel like any game or stuff packs I suggested could always be buffed in a refresh as well, like what we've seen earlier this year with Spa Day. And so I've seen no other kit. What? No. Hold on, wait a second. So picture this, I'm in the morning, I'm enjoying my cheese bagel at the kitchen table. I log on to Twitter, I'm mindlessly scrolling, and what do I see? 2 new kit announcements. Well, there goes my proposed plans, I guess. The new kits are hinted at being vibrant kits that celebrate fierce design. So I'm feeling it's gonna be something neon or standout. Hopefully 2 build kits or a gameplay kit. You know, we haven't seen any of those for a while. Maybe it's like a fashion designer kit or something. Celebrating fierce design is kind of strange, so I think something bold and neon, very bright. I don't know. And also, though, we were promised a stuff pack, and so I think it'll be a wedding pack just based on the hint that it actually ended up giving us. So it's really nice to see some variety there, as well as some more free content. Here's to more kits, though, I guess. Overall, The Sims 4 is in a really strange place at the moment. Simmers are being given a ton of free content, and with more to come thanks to the new Sims Delivery Express. The new scenarios incentivize players to get in the game and experience with new playstyles to discover new ways to enjoy The Sims 4. Simmers are finally seeing the introduction of story progression in The Sims 4 with neighborhood stories. To me, it sounds like the Sims team is slowly pushing out content to wrap up The Sims 4 in a neat and tidy bow to prepare for the arrival of The Sims 5. The Sims 4 released in 2014, meaning that this September we'll have 8 full years of The Sims 4. 8! It honestly doesn't feel that long, but at the same time, it feels like it's been forever. The Sims 3 has had a lifespan of 4 years, meaning that we've been playing The Sims 4 for double of that time. And The Sims 3 still feels more expansive than The Sims 4, so... oh boy. The arrival of The Sims 5 is much overdue, and I'm interested to see on how the future of The Sims progresses. But for now, I suppose I'll just have to enjoy whatever new kits come out in the future. So that's that. I hope everyone can walk away from this with a nice refresher of kits and what this actually means for the future of The Sims. And don't forget to leave a comment with your thoughts on kits, and don't forget to like and subscribe. I would really, really appreciate the support. Anyways, I'm Michelle Sprite, and I'll see you guys in the next one.